This is the Inferno Podcast. It's the official podcast of UAB Athletics. Blazer fans, this is the place every week for an inside look into UAB Athletics. This episode is brought to you by Pearl River Resort. Welcome into the Inferno Podcast. Scott Griffin here, Season 2, Episode 13. Remember, the podcast and the rundown always brought to you by Legacy Credit Union, the official credit union of UAB Athletics. Today we're going to talk hoops because it's that type of year, right? And that type of season. The men's basketball team has begun, and they've begun with a big win over Mississippi Valley State. 50-plus points, in fact, in the first home game of the year, and got a busy week upcoming as well. We'll talk to Ahmad Robinson, the transfer from Mercer, 5'10 guard, who really played well against Mississippi Valley State. And then also KyeRon Lindsay-Martin, the post player for UAB, who also had a posterized dunk in that game. He'll talk to us about that. And then, of course, upcoming huge game against North Carolina State as well on Friday. Remember to like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications at however you get the podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever way you get it. Be sure you don't miss any of the episodes here of the Inferno Podcast. We'll take a break, come back with those two guys and much more right here on the Inferno Podcast. Hang on. Welcome back to the Inferno Podcast. Scott Griffin here. Time for our Blazers of the week. We're going to pluralize it this week because we got a couple of guys here, a couple of basketball players for the UAB Blazers. Ahmad Robinson on the far side there, and then KyeRon Lindsay-Martin here, post player, guard, obviously, a couple of transfers in. Gentlemen, how are you?
I'm good.
This is after a game, so if they're a little low-key to start off with. Yeah, so give me your initial reactions. You all right? Yeah. Give me your initial reactions. We'll go here to here from the game against Mississippi Valley State.
It was pretty good. I think we kind of knew what we were expecting the outcome to be going in, just having mad confidence, getting them first two exhibitions out the way. And then we were pretty focused on fixing the little things that we worked on the whole week leading up. I think we did pretty good. We still got some other things to work on, some little things here and there, but I think it was a pretty good game overall, just as the first actual game where record starts,
What was your take, Ahmad?
Yeah, I think it was definitely good for us, definitely, good for everyone to get in, get a feel for the game, of a real game instead of an exhibition, stuff like that. See shots go through, work on a couple different things. So, stuff going forward that we can work on. So I think that was good.
It was good. You had 14, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. Pretty productive night for yourself. And then KyeRon, you had 8 points, 6 rebounds, a couple of steals, and you had a posterizing rim rattler as well. A couple of dunks in the game. Tell me about it.
I actually kind of surprised myself when the poster happened. I knew I was going to dunk it, but I thought I was open, so I didn't expect to bump into anybody really. And then he smacked the mess out of my nose, so then I took the celebration a little extra far and just I'm gonna take the tech. His first game, I got to set the tone. But I feel like I could have played better. But I mean, we won, so that's what I'm really happy about for real.
Is there jealousy, or do you go, hey man, I'm just shooting threes out here? I know you guys are jealous of that, right? when he gets a poster dunk.
Oh nah, I was hyped. I'm happy for him, man. That's what I want to see. I like seeing him.
You can see Ma in the background flexing at the half court.
Yeah, at first I was I got to celebrate now.
Yeah, bro, I was surprised. I'm not even gonna lie.
So I started flexing. Yeah, it was tough.
As you look back, we've only had one game.
Right.
How important were the exhibitions just to work out stuff and to play a different team? As you look back, pretty key?
Yeah, like especially I know for the new guys and everybody, just getting the nerves out the way. Even for me, I was pretty nervous going into Vandy and WKU just because I know this is a big program and there's a lot on the line if you be honest. Like this is a winning school, like just having that not really pressure but like high expectations. Like we all want to win, compete, and so getting them two out the way, even though there are losses, just the outcomes of them helped us look at ourselves in a different light, I guess you can say,
Mm-hmm.
in pressure situations because we get after it in practices and stuff. But then when the lights came on, you get to see our true selves and then what we really need to work on. So I think that was really big.
Same for you, Ahmad? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, shoot, you know, just especially like me coming off this injury, it just makes me like super like thankful for every like moment you actually could tip the ball up and actually play against
Thanks.
another team, because practice, I mean, practice is fun. Obviously, you know, this is the time you get better, you do that. But at the end of the day, practice for me is still like, you know, still playing around with my friends, and it's in a type of way, sort of a way, because we're not actually like technically playing for something every practice, but you
Right.
know, when you get in a game, like everything's just a little different. You know, you run a little different, you shoot the ball a little different. Everything just feels a little different. So, just getting those differences figured out so then you could get them put into practice is very good.
Yeah, Chance Westry had a good game, 23 points.
Facts.
Meyer had 22. We've talked to
Facts.
them before, yeah, but there was balanced scoring, obviously, with you guys as well. AK told us a couple of weeks ago, you know, you're still trying to figure out the team, obviously, brand new team, completely new roster changeover. But you guys did run the ball. When you get a turnover or you get a rebound, you're looking to press it, Ahmad. Is
Yeah,
that
definitely trying to get up, play in the fast break, fast break, something AK always talks about. Win the turnover battle and the fast break point battle. So that's something we're definitely focused on.
But guess what? You can't fast break till you rebound it.
Facts.
Facts.
I'm sure he's told you that, right?
Yeah, he's big on rebounding and winning the rebounding battles too. Yeah.
Do you like the fast game? Do you think it fits what's
I mean,
going on?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like running fast, running ahead. That's what we did in high school, and then I came from Tech. We played fast, and then Murray, we wanted to play fast, and so I've kind of been playing fast my whole career, I guess. So yeah, I like it.
Same with you?
Yeah, pretty
Been
much.
pretty quick?
Yeah, have to.
Yeah, I got you. So let's talk a little bit so people get an idea. You transferred most recently from Mercer,
Yep.
just under 17 points a game, good career there. Like you were talking about, KyeRon, Texas Tech, Murray State most recently,
Yeah.
started at Georgia.
Yeah.
Just kind of talk about your journey. You go first. Talk about your journey to get to UAB, and then we'll ask Ahmad about his.
Yeah, so I had signed to Georgia under Mike White, and then I played there for a little bit, 11 games, started 8, and then was going through some mental health stuff, so I ended up transferring and going to Tech. Had to sit out because I transferred under Mark Adams, and then he got fired after that year. Grant McCaslin came in, the old UNT coach, and I stayed. Didn't really work out too much. Went to Murray to get back on my feet, and then now I'm here.
What made you come here this time?
Just as a winning program, AK especially, and then my bond with Shoemate, I think he went to Murray and played at Murray too, and then it's kind of how we got connected. And then like for the first couple of weeks, we didn't even talk basketball. We just talked life and family stuff. So I think that was big, and that really like got me here. And then my visit with AK and stuff.
Yeah, that's important, obviously.
Yeah, facts.
You know, not just on the court. I think people, we all tend to think it's only on the court for you guys, but it's really more than that.
Yeah, like not to get like emotional, but like since
Yeah.
losing my dad last year, that's when like Shoemate like could relate to me because he had lost his like father and stuff. So then he kind of like was like not really stepping in that role, but like he was somebody I could look to during that time towards the end of the year. And then that's also why I have Martin on my back of my jersey for my dad.
Yeah,
So that's cool. It's big for me.
very good.
Yeah.
Cool stuff. Ahmad, what about your journey?
Shoot, my journey's been a little crazy. You know, I've been all over, and this is my 5th school in 5 years, so I've been pretty much all over. So, and yeah, last year I just transferred from Mercer to come here, And I really just came here because I feel like, just same thing as Kai said, just winning program and AK. I just really feel like AK could, me and him talk a lot, and I just feel like me picking his brain apart every day, just, trying to match his intensity every day and stuff like that, just be able to put me into position to get to where I want to go as a player and make me a lot better as a player.
Have you ever been on a team like this, Ahmad, where it's completely different? There's not even 3 guys back from last year's team. You know what I mean? It's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, I mean, last year I only had 2 guys back from last.
Wow.
And then I went to JUCO my first 2 years, so those are
they're flipping.
2 new. Yeah, those are 2 new teams every year. So I had a new team every year in my college career. So I'm kind of getting used to it now.
So what is the important factor, like we talked about, on the court's obviously huge, that you get used to each other and you know his game, you know what he's going to do, tendencies. But what else? Because I would think to build a team, you got to build that bond off the court as well. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Kind of expound on that a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely off the court is very important because, just going through life together with someone else outside of basketball just teaches you things that you can learn on the court about someone as well. Just knowing that if we go out that we'll have each other backs, I think that also helps with being on the court, knowing that we'll have each other back and we'll be able to talk things out on the court. So I really think that stuff off the court is very important, and we could definitely probably do a better job of that. But I think we're also very connected. I think I'm not very connected. I think we're still connected as a team.
Yeah.
As that type of regard.
And we all
it's early yet, right? I mean,
we all working on our game, like in the gym, and we all got the same goal. We're competitive and want to win. So we don't spend as much time, I'd say, outside hanging out, like all 12 as a collective, but we all hang out, and when we're in the locker room, we sitting there for like an hour after practice, like laughing and chilling and stuff. So, but like, we all focus on just trying to win and everything we can do, work on our game and everything like that. So.
Is it been, you agree with him that obviously that'll be a growing thing as you go? It's only been one game, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
fact.
You guys
and being in like away games, being in the hotels together, like that's just gonna.
That's when you do it.
And then you're gonna forget you're on a business trip and it's gonna be fun for you. You get on the court, you're gonna have fun, you're gonna be relaxed, and it's not like too relaxed where you're lackadaisical losing the ball, but like you don't have that pressure, you're not tense, you're playing loose. So I think, especially when the season gets going, it's gonna be.
All right, so give people a feel for your game when they come see you. What are they seeing that you hope if you're playing right?
When I'm playing, how I'm supposed to be playing, big energy guy, energy with emotion, energy with playing forceful, getting rebounds, just doing anything I can, really scoring, getting the ball in a short roll, face-ups, But, I mean, just really trying to be an energy guy. I've always been called like an X factor. Mm-hmm. That's what I try to be for the most part.
Where'd that come from? Like a high school coach?
My dad called me an X factor.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, because in high school I was doing everything, so, yeah.
What about your game? If somebody didn't know.
If someone didn't know, I I score the ball. I'm still a point guard too, so, I do pretty much both, passing and scoring, defense. So, really I would just want to say just playing with force. That's something AK says a lot. That's something that I've actually kind of taken to heart, and that's something that I'm working on and trying to do. So whenever you come see me, I want you to be like, oh, he's playing with mad force.
Yeah.
Like I can feel him on the court right now, even though I'm 26 feet up in the bleachers.
Yeah. Well, you're 5'10".
Yep.
But I've noticed in the 2 exhibitions and in the first real game against Mississippi Valley State, you don't mind driving the ball. You had a nice left-handed finish off the glass. So you're not just a jump shooter.
No, not at all. I get downhill. I'm from Jersey. We get downhill.
Did that come from what? The blacktops, or you got to? Where'd that come from?
Yeah, blacktops. Everything just playing, and In Jersey, it's funny. When I was younger, it's crazy. It sounds crazy now, but someone I used to train with, shout out Coach Battle, he used to have me play one-on-ones, no jump shots. You gotta go get a bucket, go get a layup.
Yeah.
so that helps you get by people.
Absolutely.
Helps you play through people and stuff like that.
He the first 5'10" guard that I seen who likes to try to play bully ball. Like when we in practice, he be trying to strong people. So I think that's cool. He not wrong about that.
They get your respect, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What do you think you need to work on individually in your game? I know as a team, there's always stuff, but
rebounding.
If you critiqued yourself,
rebounding outside of my area, probably being more physical, wide base, like AK always says. I can finish through people more. Last night was an example of it. Now that I know what it feels like, I could probably do that more. And then just probably being more on edge, I say, like aware, active, antsy type. I say, just looking back at the film from yesterday. Yeah.
What do you think on your game? Critique yourself.
Well, I definitely think that so at times, especially in the two scrimmages, I had a couple of turnovers. I think that's something I definitely need to do better going forward. I didn't have any yesterday, and then I had 7 assists, so that's a really good thing. Kai came and said it to me at the end of the game, so obviously people notice that type of stuff too, and
wins games.
Obviously, just the normal things. I want to be able to shoot the ball as best as I can. I'm not Steph Curry, so I want to be able to shoot the ball like Steph Curry. So I need to put that work in, get better at that. Get better at dribbling the ball, all of the little things just like that. Get better at playing defense. And I really think all of that, for me especially, comes with, just like I said before, with playing with force. I think that's gonna just like you said, staying on the edge, playing with force constantly. I think that'll help level my game up.
What is he telling you when he says playing with force? How are you taking that?
Me, I take it because I feel, because obviously AK he was one of my only coaches that he might be my only coach. No disrespect to any of my other coaches, obviously, but he might be my only coach that played basketball at this level, and has also it was actually not just out there on this level, but actually getting buckets, playing the right way, doing stuff like this. So it's just a little different. I respect his aspect when he tells me certain things on how to score, on how to get open, because I know that he's done it before, and I just want to be as good as the player as I want to be. So even times when I feel like I am tight with the ball, or I could have done this and that, he'll let me know, nah, you're loose with it, that wasn't good enough. But I take it as words as encouragement, because that's I want to be better. I want to be as best as possible.
Yeah, you got to get coached hard, right?
Yeah.
If that bothers you, you're probably at the wrong place and probably in the wrong sport.
Yeah, you're in the wrong sport.
You got to be coached hard. We got the lightning round coming up in just a couple of minutes. That's where we have fun and ask you about your life and what you got, you're listening to and all that kind of stuff. But let's talk about North Carolina State. You may not have seen film yet, but what do you know about them?
I know they're
besides
big.
ACC.
I know they're big. I know they spend a lot of money on their roster. I know they're tournament team. Just like the obvious things. But I did look at the roster. I know they got size. I know they got talent. So we got to be on our A game this game if we want to come out with a win.
Ahmad, have you seen video yet, or?
Yeah, I watched a little bit on YouTube last night, because they put everything on YouTube, the highlights stuff now. So I watched a couple bits and pieces of their highlights, and they look decent. They look like a good team. They were shooting the ball pretty good, but that's really all I can tell
it's
you
early
about
yet,
it.
right?
It's super early.
We all human at the end of the day. It's really just who plays hard, who makes the most plays and shots. So we got to be on our A game. Like this, we can't play around.
But it's a great, for it to be just the second game. It's a great test. You're on the road. like you said, tournament team, ACC team, name team. What an opportunity.
We need
Yeah,
it.
it'd definitely be loud in there too, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, facts. We need that. We need
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
What you need to get ready for, and I know AK's not shy about playing state teams or anybody good, because you got to get ready for conference. That's what it's all about.
Yeah,
right?
we got ready for Memphis. We got ready for everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
So, pretty cool. All right, so let's talk about the lightning round where we kind of have fun with you. We may talk a little hoops too in there, but the obvious would be, because everybody grows up with heroes.
Yeah.
We'll start with you again, KyeRon, and then Ahmad. Do you have a favorite NBA player? Who it is? Why? Do you model yourself after them, or you just got a favorite player? Or?
I can say two that I
Yeah.
always grew. I grew up Giannis and a KD fan, for sure. Giannis, I tried to play like him, especially in high school. I would always grab a rebound and just go coast to coast because I was the biggest kid. KD, I say more footwork more than anything. I mean, he's best scorer ever, so I wouldn't say I try to implement my game after him. But
He's perimeter mainly, but yeah.
I mean, shot selection, getting to his spots, that's not just how he plays, but like how he gets to his spots and stuff. I definitely need to work on getting to my spots still. But yeah, definitely I say Giannis more than anything, just his physicality, his length, and the way he rebounds, and just his forceful,
What do you got, Ahmad?
I'm a big Kobe fan all the way. That's me. Big Kobe. And if I was to give you two, D Rose.
Oh,
That's
Derrick
tough.
Rose, yeah, man.
Yeah.
You kidding me? He's not from Jersey, though. He's from Chicago.
Yep.
I thought you'd pick a
City.
Jersey guy.
Kyrie.
True, Kyrie.
Shout out Kyrie. We went to the same middle school.
Did you really?
Yeah, we did.
Wow.
Had the same English teacher.
That's crazy.
You're talking about a mad ball handler.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, he's tough.
Dude is a
Wizard.
freak. Do you try to model your game, or people? That's a great question to ask, but every individual's different, right? Like you're not like KD because you got different body size and everything like. But do you try to take little tidbits from them, or not really? You just enjoy them as.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, shoot, I think that's part of the reason why I do play like physical sometimes and like getting down low and like bumping people because, I always thought obviously I wanted to play like Kobe, so I would always be working on like post phase stuff like that when I was younger. So I just kind of always, that just ended up being part of my game now, I guess, because I just always worked on it. D Rose with all the crazy layups, stuff he used to do, dunk on people. I just was like, I gotta be able to do that too.
That's fantastic. So who is, and it can't be AK, who's the most famous contact in your phone right now?
Probably one of my friends, like Casey Wallace. He just got a ring with OKC.
Yeah,
He's starting with them. Yeah, it's like
that's kind of big.
or like, yeah, anybody in my class that I'm really good friends with in the NBA, I say, yeah.
What about you, Ahmad? Most famous contact in your phone?
Most famous contact.
Yeah. You may not have one, but who's your most famous?
I'd probably say my aunt. She was an Olympian, Joetta Clark.
It's tough.
In what? What sport?
Track.
Really?
Fire.
Yeah, she knows the track coach here. So
Wow.
yeah.
What Olympics we talking about? Do you even know what?
Come on.
No.
I love
It's not
you,
a
Auntie.
quiz. I was just
I love
curious.
you, Auntie, but I'm not sure exactly which Olympics.
It's not a quiz, I promise you.
Yeah.
But she was Olympian. That's very
Yeah.
cool. Did she medal or just competed, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she got a medal. I
Yeah.
think so.
That's awesome. But just to
Yeah.
compete is unbelievable,
Yeah,
right?
Facts.
yeah, for sure.
So Denton, Texas. So you know barbecue.
Yeah.
Jersey, we'll get to you in a moment. Probably cheesesteaks or something. But what's your go-to here in Birmingham? Because the food is phenomenal here. Do you agree with that or no?
I don't
See,
know.
most guys do, so you're going to upset us and say it isn't.
Full Moon's pretty good.
Full moon? All right.
That's what we eat the most here. But I mean, I really don't step outside my comfort zone.
What's your comfort zone? Barbecue?
I stick with like Panda, Chipotle. I mean,
Chains.
oh,
You're chained up.
yeah. Well, I mean, or I cook. Like, you can't go wrong with a FaceTime with mom and cook some food she be making at the crib, you know? And that's what I
Do
really
you cook
do.
your own sometimes?
Yeah, I just call her and she'll help me cook whatever she makes at the house.
Example, give me something. What?
She just made some enchiladas
Okay.
the other day. Breakfast casserole is like you put the biscuits and then you put eggs and then it's like sausage, gravy.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
put
that
it,
sounds
it's
good.
like, yeah, it's fire.
Stuff
Chili,
like that.
chili
Yeah.
with cornbread. Like, yeah, I just call her, get the stuff from the grocery store, and then she'll help me make it on the phone.
All right, Jersey. What do you got?
Me,
What do you think about the food down here?
Nah, I like the food down here. I'm not gonna lie. It's good food down here. It is.
You got a favorite spot or a favorite type so far? You've only been here, what, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
4 months. One of the months we were barely even here.
Yeah.
A favorite spot? I don't know about that, but it definitely is some good food.
But you've had barbecue before because you were at Mercer, right? So you
Yeah,
had some.
I'm actually honestly I never really had barbecue like that before. I had barbecue last week, 2 weeks ago. I forgot the name of the place. It was pretty good.
It was pretty good.
The barbecue here is not like Texas barbecue, so I'm just gonna stay.
What, sauce different? What you got?
It just don't. So
Are you saying Texas is
It's
better?
gonna sound crazy. It just don't fall off the bone like back at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's not.
Texas is better.
If
it
you
sounds
understand
like.
barbecue, you know what I mean. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Well, there's different types everywhere, right?
yeah, I think Texas got the best barbecue though. Okay.
Because it's home. I
Nah,
get it.
it's just Texas barbecue.
I get it. That's what you grew up with.
Yeah, sure. we go with that.
Do you have a favorite food?
Yeah, I love seafood. I went to what is it called? The Bayonet. That place was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty good. I actually had some pretty good food yesterday too. Or was it 2 days ago? From this Jamaican place called Tasties.
Really?
Yeah,
Tasty.
Tasty.
Sounds like a
Yeah,
freezy
heard of
place.
it.
Nah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I didn't think y'all had good Jamaican food, but that was actually some pretty good Jamaican
Yeah.
food.
I gotta try
Yeah,
it. I
shout
ain't
out
gonna lie.
to
It sounds pretty
That's
good.
the spot.
Yeah,
I wasn't
it does
supposed to
sound
give
good.
that up for real, but
Oh, you was gonna gatekeep?
yeah.
Oh, you was gonna gatekeep? That's crazy.
So tell me how you like to get away from hoops. You're tired. You practice 3 hours. What are you doing to
I
chill?
instantly FaceTime my mom on our way back home. I lay on the floor, talk to her for a little bit, and then I do homework, get on the game, and then talk with my friends back at the crib. And they all somewhere playing a college sport too, so we all just talk, chat, chill, laugh, and that's really it. Or I watch a movie. Yeah, it's chill.
What do you do?
I mean, I don't. It's kind of, sometimes I don't get away from hoops. Sometimes I do. It just depends on, like, the day,
But when you do,
I
what
really
do you do?
that's what I'm saying. Like, usually I come back and I just chill, like maybe watch a movie, or or anime. I go on YouTube. It could be hoops. The one-on-one space is going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Facts.
So, I'll be watching those. I might watch the highlights from NBA games. Just like, I've seen a little the NC State highlights. Just
Right.
whatever I can find, really. I love nature documentaries, too.
Really? Nature? Why is that? Just grabs you?
Yeah, I love savages. Animals are savages.
National Geographic is fire though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you? What are you enrolled in? What are you trying to take studies wise?
I'm in a leadership program right now.
What's the thoughts on that for the future? Whenever ball ends, whether it's professional overseas or wherever, whenever ball ends, what's the plan?
Well, obviously everyone's plan is to make the most money possible.
Well, of course.
Exactly. So I'm just trying to.
That's a good plan, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out different ways, and figure out how I can do that. That's what I'm doing right now. and figuring out different ways, and how my brother has a company, a logistics company, White Glove logistics company, and he's going crazy right now. So, I'm just trying to figure out, like, maybe one day I might be able to help him with the stuff I learned in college. I might be able to branch out, do my own stuff. I'm just trying to, learn as much as possible right now, figure out what I can do, what's my space.
What about you, Key?
You mean into the classes or like what I want to do?
That, and then what do you think of
I mean,
the
I'm
future?
just in general studies. This year, like every year I had my advisor pick my classes based on my major, but this year I was like, I really want to like be interested in what I'm learning. So I'm just taking multiple classes like African American music, stuff like that. But like after, I mean, I have like a lot of talents, I guess you could say, and I'm interested in a lot of stuff. Like interested in like fashion, vintage clothing. Like I'd probably like want to open up like my own vintage clothing store one day, or I like doing art. Like I can draw, paint, sculpt. So I mean, something like that.
Sculpt?
Yeah, I get it from like my mom, my biological father. He could like draw. My mom can paint. I could do all three.
Wow.
So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
so like I
Like
know.
you have some stuff like hanging in your apartment and
Yeah, like I used to customize my basketball shoes. I have paintings in my living room. I did stuff like that.
of what?
You
Like,
know,
is it
like
scenic things or
it's abstract art, cartoon characters, caricatures, kind of just little silly little twists and takes on like other works or like things I've seen, stuff like that. Or I like take an old piece of art and then do something to it to make it new. You know what I'm saying?
when did you first realize that? Like
I mean, when I was little,
you could draw and went, wow, that's
I
pretty
put
good.
my iPad on like a window or something, or I put my like print a picture out. You know how you trace a picture.
Yeah.
And I just started like that, and then I started looking at pictures and just drawing it, and then as you just keep like basketball, you keep working on it, you learn new things and you get better at it.
So that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
You never know. The vintage clothing sounds really cool. Go-to music for you. Music big in your life?
Yeah, a young boy.
Yeah.
Young boy?
YB. Yeah.
Is that
And
something you do?
Swerve.
You put it on in the locker room for the game, or
Yeah, that's what we listen to
Herb.
for the game. Yeah, a young boy, and I probably listen to Herb in my headphones.
what's your go-to?
I'm everywhere, depending on how I'm feeling. If I need to wake up, I'll put on some like DMX, some old school DMX, give me, get that dog in me or whatever, or I'll go like, if my nerves are crazy, I'll go like some R&B, some chill.
Like who?
Jhené Aiko or whatever, how you say her name.
Yeah.
And then I do like Kehlani, SZA sometimes. I'll do some chill J. Cole. I'll do J. Cole too sometimes, yeah.
So mood music.
Yeah.
What'd you listen to be able to posterize it, dude?
I actually was listening to YB. Today I didn't have my didn't have my headphones in. I was listening to the speaker music, yeah.
Turn that YB on.
That's funny.
So you just
I didn't even think about
yeah,
that.
It was
yeah.
going in the locker room.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah. You guys have a favorite sports movie that really impacted you?
Favorite sports movie?
Yeah.
There's so
Everybody
many.
has a favorite sports movie.
Coach Carter was fire.
It was a good movie.
I watched that
Coach
multiple
Carter was
times.
fire.
Does Bench Warmers count?
Sure.
That was my favorite
It's a
movie
sports
growing
movie.
up. That was my favorite movie growing up. Yeah, I like Bench Warmers. We'll count that as a sports movie.
Yeah. So finally, if you could put yourself away from basketball, and I know you guys have been doing that your whole life. We'll start with Ahmad. What do you think you'd be doing now? Would it be another sport? Would you be studying aerospace engineering? Or, I mean, what do you think you'd be doing if you didn't have basketball?
If I didn't have basketball, I probably would be playing another sport. If not, then I would definitely be on my business stuff, trying to be with my brother,
Did you
for sure.
have another sport in high school and stuff?
Well, no, Growing up, I played a dang near every sport possible. So I was actually really good in track. That was my best sport. When I was younger, I was When I was younger, I was USTAF Runner of the Year.
Wow.
I don't know if y'all know what that is,
Yeah.
but that's pretty big in track. So
United States Track Association.
yeah. So I was Runner of the Year when I was younger and stuff like that. I just love basketball. So.
What about you?
I'm probably playing soccer.
Soccer.
Yeah, that was my first sport when I grew up.
Did it help your footwork?
Yeah, it did. When I was younger, I grew up in Coppell, Texas, in like a Indian majority like apartment complex. So like growing up, we would play like soccer barefoot in the dirt or like on the concrete and just
Barefoot. Wow.
Yeah, it's what we did when we were a little younger. So, and then I kind of got tall, and then I was stronger than everybody. So then I ended up hurt the little kids on accident. Not really trying to, but like.
Yeah.
And then
You're too big. You heard that before.
Yeah, I transitioned over to football. Didn't like getting hit like that, and then I just kept growing, and then basketball was what it was. And then I'd probably say, if I wasn't doing any sports, an architect, because like from elementary to middle school, all my projects in like math were like on architecture. Like I did a project on Georgia Tech's technology college.
Yeah.
And all this stuff, but I'm not really good at math, so I'm glad I
that
thought
math
about
thing.
it.
There's a lot of us that do
It's
that,
not
by
easy.
the way. Yeah, don't feel bad. The math thing gets in the way.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us. You got North Carolina State Friday. We wish you great luck on that and the rest of the season. I'm sure we'll be talking to you guys before the season gets over.
Sir, thank you for having us.
How about that? All right, Ahmad, KyeRon. So there you go. A couple of our basketball players that had good games against Mississippi Valley State. We'll take a break, come back with more here on the Inferno Podcast.
The if in life, it's a world of possibilities. If you go for a night out with friends, if you can keep an eye on your money along the way, if you know you have overdraft protection with no fee transfers from savings, when you get a low balance alert, it's easier to say yes to fun. If that sounds good, try Regions Life Banking.
Stay ready for the if in life. Regions Bank embrace the if in life.
Welcome back to the Inferno Podcast. Scott Griffin here. This week in Blazer Nation, brought to you by Children's of Alabama, where we take a look at the action all of our teams are going up against. So let's take a look. November 7th, the women's volleyball team takes on South Florida. That's a 7 o'clock game there. Then beach volleyball with the AVCA Pairs Championships. That'll be the 7th through the 9th. So a little tournament there for the beach volleyball team. Men's basketball, as we've talked about a little bit earlier, on the road at North Carolina State. That's 8 o'clock Central Time tip. You can see that on ACC Network. The 8th and 9th, Saturday, Sunday, UAB women's bowling is at MEAC, and that'll be going on there. UAB rifle also on Saturday at the Citadel. That should be a very difficult opponent for obvious reasons. Also Saturday, football team, of course, at Rice. At 1 o'clock, it's Alex Mortenson's third game as the interim head coach. And then women's basketball, trying to bounce back from an opening season loss. They'll take on South Alabama at 2 o'clock on Saturday as well. So that's a look at Blazer Nation, again, brought to you by Children's of Alabama. Thanks to Ahmad and KyeRon for hanging out with us. Until next time, Scott Griffin saying so long. We'll see you later on the Inferno Podcast.